Sobia Carter. I am a pediatric dentist who's been practicing since 2004. I've just opened a new office, RVA Children's Dentistry, and I'm very excited about seeing kids in this new space. RVA Children's Dentistry is located conveniently right behind Virginia Center Commons Mall on Telegraph Road, just off of Interstate 295 and Interstate 95 on Route 1. With the construction project for this place, even though I've been a practicing dentist for 12 years, I have not been through the process of building out a space. So what I was really looking for, I had a lot of ideas about what I wanted my finished product to look like, but I didn't have the know-how on the different steps that needed to occur. And Liberty was excellent about guiding me through those steps. So I had my final vision in place, and Liberty Construction did a great job of helping me to get there. The services that Liberty Group provide came to me through my real estate agent. He had suggested a couple of different contractors that I could have come look at the space, and Liberty was definitely the group that I was most comfortable with. Liberty was able to really kind of give me that vision that I was looking for from start to finish. So the real estate agent is really the one that put me in touch with Liberty Construction, but Liberty Construction absolutely was the one that finished things off for me so that I knew that I could get from point A to point B the way I wanted to.
My name is Kevin Gray. I'm with SBN Cornerstone Commercial. We're a commercial real estate firm in Richmond, Virginia. So I've been a commercial real estate broker for about 24 years. I like working with tenants, specifically dentists and medical professionals. I enjoy finding the locations, negotiating the leases, and making sure my clients get the best possible deal out there. I'd shown the space to another group prior to showing it to Dr. Carter, so I have a pretty good knowledge of the marketplace and what's available. So I thought this was a slam dunk for a pediatric dentist office, considering there's a pediatric family practice in the building. Dr. Carter decided to pursue it, which I was really pleased with because, like I said, it's going to be a great location for her.
I chose Liberty Construction for the project in large part because of the personal service from John Sonati. John was very involved in all of the planning. If I needed to ask a question, if I needed to change something, I could pick up that phone and call and get a response very quickly. And I had somebody that I could come to. The contractor that was overseeing the job, he was also here. He was accessible and making sure that he was on top of things. And that was very important to me because I didn't know a lot about the nitty-gritties of the construction process. So to have somebody there that I could ask about things and to be able to reach that contractor, that person, to answer any questions that I have was very important to me.
Because I've been doing this for 24 years, I've got a good rapport with Henry Schein, Patterson, Benco, all the dental suppliers. Very familiar with various lenders in the area that can finance dental practices. We've kind of assembled our own team. We work with Henry Schein. We work with First Citizens Bank. I like using First Citizens Bank for the financing for the dental practices because they're hands-on. There's someone you can walk in and see at the local branch. You can't do that with some of the larger banks. I started working with John Sonati at Liberty Construction and Design, mostly because of his reputation. John has been in the business for, I think, 40-some years, if not 40. John has a multitude of experience with medical and dental. Dentistry is not a typical build-out. You need to have specialists working with you. And John consistently delivers on time and under budget.
It absolutely put me at ease that things were being done the right way because I was able to pick up that phone and Liberty would answer questions. They were very transparent with the billing as well. If I had questions, it was all spelled out for me. And the contract itself, the proposal they put together was very well laid out so I could understand everything that I needed to understand. I am thrilled with the final results I got from Liberty Construction. So the plans that they set out and my vision, they were able to translate it for me. Not only were they able to translate that, they were able to take elements that I could not quite articulate how I wanted them to be put together, and they were able to take those elements and help me to actually fulfill those things, and to help me with choosing materials so I could get that look that I want. They were great with the space planning, in terms of getting everything into the space the way that I wanted it, and their experience, particularly in the space planning, was wonderful because they were able to make a couple tweaks and changes that I would not have thought of because I've not been through this process before.
You know, it's not just Liberty Construction and Design. John has a great team behind him, but he's always out front. He is the front man. You will be dealing with him mostly, which I like because it's, you know, these are my clients. If I'm going to refer them to someone, I want them to take care of them because I pride myself on taking care of my clients.
The space, the way we designed the space was to be very open. The concept being that we're very transparent for parents to be able to watch their kids and feel comfortable with what's going on for their children. Liberty, even though they had not quite designed a space the way that this one is, with windows looking in from the waiting room into the treatment areas, they were fantastic about hearing what I wanted and putting that into motion. And I think it created a space that works very, very well for me. I recommend Liberty Group Construction because of their excellent service. Their product is fantastic as well, don't get me wrong. The construction process was easy. It was very well explained to me every step of the way, and the product is fantastic, but the service is where a lot of people do fall down, where you can't reach somebody when you need them after the project is complete and you have things on that punch list, or you find things that you didn't think about. A lot of times you cannot reach that contractor afterwards, and John Sonati is always available. He's been responsive to every time that I come in and need something to be done, or even just need a question answered. He's been responsive to everything. So one of the design elements we have is the curved soffit at our front desk that we've carried through a serpentine soffit in our open bay area that we wanted as a little visual interest. And when they put up the original soffit and started framing it out, we actually went through 3 different lengths on that soffit, and they were willing to do that because they wanted to make sure it was right, and it was the vision that we saw. And I think we've got the right height for that soffit where it gives us just that visual interest, but it's not intrusive.
If you're in the need for medical, office, or dental space, please do not hesitate to contact our team at svn.com.
Contact us today and let Liberty Group Construction and Design make your construction project a reality.